that's 4-1 Denman. Imperial Commander is 8s. 9's Couldine. Tricky Trickster 14s. Carruthers 40s. 50s Calgary Bay. 50s also Monmouth. My Will is 100-1. Serium is 200s. And Mr. Appointment 250s.
And they're off. And an almighty cheer, a roar from the crowd as Carruthers sets off in front in the 2010 Totesport Cheltenham Gold Cup. Denman very handy. Imperial Commander to the outside, clearing the first fence. Quarto Star on the inside in that purple cap, the horse in the noseband. In fourth, Couldine in the centre. Then Monmouth on the outside as they now arrive at fence number 2 of the 22 fences towards the rear. My Will with Calgary Bay just behind Tricky Trickster in a pink jacket, and at the back Mr. Appointment, and finally Serium. Starting towards the far side, the early pace looks fairly steady. Carruthers by a length or so to Denman in second place. Imperial Commander, Quarto Star with plenty of cover, going right round the inside, the shortest way, at the inside of Couldine, then Monmouth, Tricky Trickster, My Will, then Mr. Appointment and Calgary Bay, and finally Serium. Onto the first down the back straight. Carruthers puts in a short stride there. Denman almost alongside, then Imperial Commander, Quarto Star on the right. These are very early days, a race over 2 circuits, 3 1/4 miles. Couldine in the centre about 5th. Imperial Commander in the black and white stars as they clear the water jump. Tricky Trickster next, Mr. Appointment on the inside, My Will, Monmouth, Serium at the back. Now on to an open ditch. Quarto Star having gone off the 11-8 on favourite. A great jump there by Quarto Star at that open ditch. Almost jumped into second on the inside of Denman. Then Imperial Commander, Couldine in the centre, and Monmouth. Carruthers leads again at the next. Tricky Trickster on the inside of Monmouth. They're all in close company as they now race slightly left-handed and head towards another open ditch. Quarto Star on the inside of Denman as they race towards this open ditch. It's fence number 7, and over at Carruthers from Quarto Star. Denman is third, then Couldine, Imperial Commander, Monmouth, Tricky Trickster, followed by Calgary Bay, racing between Mr. Appointment and My Will, and Serium at the back of the field. Another plain fence, and Quarto Star very nearly went. A complete misjudgment there by Quarto Star. Very out of character. He was nearly gone, and he loses a few lengths. So an early drama. And he jumped that ditch earlier so brilliantly, but that was a very serious mistake. Carruthers from Denman at the top of the hill. Carruthers from Denman, then Couldine, Imperial Commander, Quarto Star back in 5th place, and then a couple of lengths to Monmouth, My Will on the outside, and then Tricky Trickster, Calgary Bay, and Ruby Walsh just have to regather Quarto Star here. He won't be any hurry to rush him back into contention as they clear the next. He jumped that well as they head towards the home turn, and it's Carruthers being shadowed by Denman as they race to this left-hander with Couldine on the inside, then Imperial Commander, Quarto Star back in 5th place from Monmouth in 6th, then Tricky Trickster in 7th place, Calgary Bay towards the outside of Mr. Appointment, My Will and Serium as they complete a lap of the track, and Carruthers and Denman racing in tandem over the next plain fence. Denman, a great jump there. Quarto Star has been pulled to the outside by Ruby, maybe to just get a clearer view of the fences as he's going back inside again now. Carruthers and Denman. Denman, another prodigious leap there. Couldine, Imperial Commander, Quarto Star in 5th place. We can have a look at that mistake out in the country. Here it was. He was so nearly gone. A complete misjudgment. A similar mistake to the one that Masterminded made at Newbury. But all was well. He carries on. He's in touch. He's in 5th place. He's about 5 or 6 lengths behind the 2 leaders, which are still Carruthers and Denman, as they race now onto the final circuit into the back straight. Couldine is 3rd, Imperial Commander in 4th, and then Quarto Star over the next from Calgary Bay. Then behind these races Monmouth, and they've cleared away from Tricky Trickster, Mr. Appointment, Serium and My Will. Back to the water jump, fence number 14. 14. Carruthers not so good there, and Denman just led on landing under the 14 times champion jockey Tony McCoy. On the left, Imperial Commander, Corto Star in touch at this open ditch, and Couldine just ahead of Corto Star. Then Calgary Bay and Monmouth as they race towards the next fence. Carruthers and Denman, Couldine, Imperial Commander, Corto Star. They're now meeting the rising ground, and John and Ted, is it going Denman's way?
Not going.
Well, Denman's travelling better now. He was behind the bridle for most of the way. Corto Star, that mistake didn't do him any good. But I'll tell you the one thing he does, he keeps galloping. And from where he finished 2 years ago, this is making up into a really good race. Couldine, Carruthers, Imperial Commander, everything that we could have wished for, and Calgary Bay as well.
Not necessarily a two-horse race at all, but Corto Star is not travelling as well. Denman now, McCoy is just looking to seize the initiative at the top of the hill. He's pressing on Denman with 4 fences left to jump. Imperial Commander, though, still goes well. Corto Star and Ruby Walsh, he's gone! Corto Star, he's down, let's hope he's all right. Denman from Imperial Commander, he's up. Couldine is third, Carruthers is fourth, Calgary Bay. Denman now coming under pressure, and Imperial Commander looks a big danger. Couldine is 2 or 3 lengths down. This is 3 out. Denman over, popped it well from Imperial Commander, who's going to have his stamina really tested by Denman. McCoy gets to work on Denman. Imperial Commander, he can't shrug him off at the moment. They've kicked clear of Couldine, and Carruthers rounding the final turn in the Gold Cup, and it's not Denman and Corto Star, it's Denman and Imperial Commander who are going to fight this out. Imperial Commander and Paddy Brennan hits the front from Denman and Tony McCoy. 2 out, Imperial Commander, 3 parts of a length to Denman as they race between the final 2 fences. Imperial Commander the definite advantage. McCoy switches Denman to the outside at the final fence. Imperial Commander a good jump. He's 3 legs clear, 4 legs clear of Denman. Racing up the hill, they're well away from Couldine. Imperial Commander is charging up the hill. It's going to be his 6th win at Cheltenham, and the most important one, yes. Imperial Commander wins the Gold Cup. Denman in 2nd place. In 3rd is going to be tight. Carruthers rallying Monmouth. Carruthers tight for 3rd. Couldine in 5th. Calgary Bay in 6th. Then My Will, followed by Syrium, and then Tricky Trickster was well beaten, not really advertising his Grand National claims, and missed appointment last of all.
The Cheltenham Gold Cup, Imperial Commander 7-1, Denman 4-1, and Monmouth at 50-1. 11 ran, 7 lengths.